And that's the best part of my day. But that was so cool. That was so cool. You know what? You can't stop me. August was nice. Oh my god. That was a nice time. So why was it bad? Please college go though. Wash it please. That was like really horrifying. What was wrong with me? I don't know. Hey there. So in the past 1 year, my bullet journal was the only thing that I took seriously. And I was reading it today and I was laughing and I was cringing over so many things. I only got past January and I was cracking up. And then I thought, you know what, let's make a video about it. In January, I did a lot of research about bullet journals. And this is the one that I found the best. It's Matrika's Signature Elite. And it's a very nice bullet journal. It also comes with like stickers in the back. I made January wala part. And I wrote my goals, the books and movies that I watched, and some nice memories. My goals were some like random tests. हर महीने के शुरुआत में I write goals for myself, like this. I want to achieve this. I want to do this. But month end में I usually like always write couldn't do this, didn't happen, didn't make it. Almost every single time it's a failure. I had some very nice memories. I felt bad at one point because some teacher did not answer my question properly and he made fun of me in the class. I was like feeling very happy about some of the TEPSOC sessions. I was loving my friends and we had a nice group. We used to talk a lot. I watched so many videos in January. I almost did not have any space to write. Then I decided to make a playlist for my mother and listen, मैंने ये playlist जनवरी में बनाई थी और मेरी मम्मी अभी भी इस playlist को सुनती है. Obviously she added some new songs to it, but she loves it. I make nice playlists. Then I wrote my gratitudes and small moments. I won't show you that. On the 1st of January, I fought with a friend. This one memory that I write about a lot is my mother waking me up with lots of love. She would play songs and then she would wake me up with, oh my god, I love you so much. And like some like nice gestures, nice breakfast, and that's the best part of my day. So there was this Uber driver who showed kindness to me. And I will never forget that. We assume that people would be rude. I was going to my brother's place. So I was like, Bhaiya, I don't remember the address exactly. So meko metro station pe utar do. I would go apne aap se. And it's like, no, you sit there. Traffic bahut hai. I would take you. Call your brother. Then we asked for the address. And then we drove up to that place. It was nice because main utar jati metro station pe. But that was so cool. That was so cool. And I like used to write poems and quotes at the end of every month. And I wrote this quote by Albert Camus, which is, there's a part of men that refuses to love. It is the part that wants to die. It is the part that needs to be forgiven. Yeah, it was nice. In February, you know, I wrote there an advice to myself. Don't you dare writing letters to anyone. And you know what? You can't stop me. I couldn't stop myself. I write letters to people. They get annoyed. They even ghost me. But that's me. Now I don't. I used to regret that. In February, my goal was doing yoga every single day. Let's see if I did that. And I also like be fucking serious about things. I was not serious about things. I still am not. You know what? The highlight of my year is menstrual cup. They gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time. I'm still struggling with them, but they made my life easier. So it's like, whatever. It's worth it. I stupidly wrote a letter to...
We did it, Joe.
You know what? You can't stop me. I was also watching This Is Us at that time. I just love This Is Us. Watch it, please. And then it's like every single day I would like make to-do lists. Then at the end of the month I wrote some poem. Unka Dar by Gorakh Pandey. वे डरते हैं. किस चीज से डरते हैं वे? तमाम धन दौलत, गोला बारूद, पुलिस फौज के बावजूद. वे डरते हैं कि एक दिन निहत्थे और गरीब लोग उनसे डरना बंद कर देंगे. And then March came and March I've written that don't waste your month like February. I binge watched How I Met Your Mother. In the small moments part, on 9th of March, Barish, headache, and I read Vedan. Vedan is just so good. I don't know if I should say that because my mother will be watching this. I was returning back home from Delhi and I fucking fell in love with a stranger on my way back home. I'm sorry, ma. There was this very, very cute person on my way back home in train and I just fell in love with that person. It was love at first sight. But I couldn't talk. And then his station came. That's it. That's a nice kind of love, not toxic at all. In the like March poem wala section, Rang Ha Dil Mere Faiz Ka Hai Ye. It's very long, but there is this line that I still have on my WhatsApp about. It's Ab jo aaye ho to ठहरो कि कोई रंग कोई रुत कोई शय एक जगह पर ठहरे. I've written it somewhere. Freak out. I was freaking out about something. Let's read it. I don't like the uncertainty of my life right now. I hate this. I really like to plan things and things never go the way I plan them. That makes me more anxious. What if I end up doing something completely different? And I was so, like, life was so uncertain at that time. I was so anxious all the time. And I've written somewhere that I desperately need love. And Barney's daddy.
Who's your daddy?
Are making me sad.
Who's your daddy?
I don't know.
Then it's April. It's blank. Let's see why. Yeah, it's nothing over here. I've written 2 things. Fucking assignments. I'm worried that I might have COVID. So there is this concept, Pocket of Stillness by Maria Popova. Kashish will talk about that and I tried to make a list of my pocket of stillness. But I couldn't. Like, I was feeling so bad and I was like, I don't have anything that I know that would make me feel better. Because like April and May were the worst and second wave of COVID hit around May. That was like really horrifying and I forgot about my bullet journal and then Kashish told me about this concept of pocket of stillness and I tried to make a list but I still don't have much in my pocket of stillness but I hope I would have like one day. June is wild. Look at this. So my biggest priority in June was to type fast. Sometimes I would feel that I don't know this thing and others know this and I would feel so bad about that I would do that and I would learn that. Ali also made a video about typing fast. I used to type like looking at the keyboard very slow. So yeah, that was my goal. And first time, I achieved that. Oh my god, that's just such a nice book. Read it. Read Insomniac City, New York and all over. It was my birthday on June also. I was grateful for so many things. I was having nice days. I've written that I'm grateful for those 15 minutes without phone. Imagine that. What was wrong with me? I don't know. That is a very, very nice story. My mother's birthday was on 12th June. So I made her cold coffee and we were talking and I said that लोग तो अपनी माँ के लिए जान भी दे देते हैं, ये तो कॉफ़ी है. And she laughed. और वो उनके मुंह में जितनी कॉफ़ी थी it was all over my face, my clothes and all. And then she laughed and laughed and laughed and then we laughed about the whole incident. I've written like on 16th of June, melancholically at peace.
Ew, this is so cringe.
On 14th of June, I cried seeing Jim and Pam. All of these things are what Kashish sent me and I loved them and I wrote that here. I assumed that he would wait there forever in that white bed below his window. I hadn't known I needed him there, like a landmark, like a pyramid-shaped stone or a cypress that we assume will never move. So we can find our way home and then inevitably one day it's gone and we realize that we thought we were the only changing thing, the only variable in the world, that the object and people in our lives are there for our pleasure, like the playing piece of a game, and cannot move on their own. That they are held in place by our own need for them, by our love. How stupid. It was nice. Also, from Insomniac City, I wrote something. Bill says, "Do you need anything?" Oliver says, "Could you pull off my socks?" I smile and do so. Kiss him on the forehead and say goodnight. And there was one time when Oliver says, "I feel beautifully comfortable with you." It's a nice book, I tell you. Then it was July. My only goal in July was to read 2 books in that month. I completed that. All the other things I did not. On 15th of July, I cried so much. It's like there's this person who told me that they like me, and I couldn't believe it. I have never cried this much, even after heartbreaks and all, but I cried so much I called Kashish. I was so scared that they might not actually like me, or they are just saying that. We were talking, I was like, yes, this person is perfect, but what if they regret it the next day? What if they just regret saying that? And eventually they did regret saying that. And then you ask me why I have trust issues. That's why. Then there was this day where I called my friend and I cried again. I was talking to that friend after a very long time, and then I cried. Keep crying, you all. This is the time where I stop writing poems. I have some nice flowers. How pretty. Then it was August. August slipped away in a moment of time, like it was never mine. I had some goals. My main priority was to take all of my classes that I didn't take. I wanted to read 3 books. I didn't. But in August, we took a trip to Alsisar Mahal. That was the best trip. I have so many weird dreams, and these days I almost remember every single dream that I have. It's just how it is. Okay, I dream about everything. I took driving lessons. I was listening to some nice podcast. August was nice. I have so many things written here, and all of them are nice. Then September came, and let me tell you, that was not very nice. I started liking Anki. I don't know if you know that. And I made some flashcards for history. It was nice, but then I also I start things and I just leave them in the middle. Oh my god. I read Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You in September. I think it was a nice month. I read The Cost of Living. I read The House on Mango Street. I read a lot of things. And that was a nice month. And I was on a watching spree. On September, I watched Schitt's Creek. I watched Crashing by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I watched Money Heist Wala, whatever that new thing. I watched Killing Eve. I watched Piku again. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine ka last season. I watched Sex Education ka 3rd season. I watched Devil Wears Prada. That was a nice time. So why was it bad? Oh my god. In September, it happened the first 15 days were the best and the last 15 days were the worst. I feel like shit. I cried. I couldn't study. I couldn't do anything all day. I just write things and then I just feel like I should die. That was the last time I wrote something to someone, and then I'm never doing that again. I was just sad, desperate, I was depressed. That was not nice. Can you see it? On October, I was active on YouTube. I started editing. I learned how to edit. That's the biggest thing. Adobe Premiere Pro, not a children's game. And in October, I start watching Seinfeld. Oh, it's just so good. And I was also writing a research paper with like friends, and on 12th I completed my fucking abstract. I was so anxious about that. But I was like doing shit. I was like doing nice things. I was talking to people. I was doing research, and I was like doing nice things in my internship. So that's nice. Look at this. And then see. Look at this. Shibu is starting to like write things, and she made like A and D and S A and R and all. And she like wrote that to me. Then comes November. So it's like the video is going to end, and if you're still there watching it, thank you so much. It means a lot. I manifested about so many things in November, and it's like nothing happened. Nothing. Not a single thing. I was like, I hope I get that paid internship. I didn't. I hope the university reopens. It didn't. This happens, that happened. Nothing happened. All my manifestations went to waste. But the goals that I set for myself about YouTube, making videos, posting videos, being regular, that's happening. I did not read anything. I'm not reading anything these days. I'm just watching Seinfeld in November and working on my assignments. These days, like my sleep cycle is completely fucked. I can't sleep. For example, this is probably 12 in the night that I'm filming it, and I just can't sleep, and my mind won't stop thinking. So like I would obviously wake up late in the morning, and she would have nice songs playing. It's so good. So I wake up, it's like almost Big Boss ka house but with better songs. That's why I love being with my mother. And on this one day I wrote that I took a walk in the morning. Taylor fucking Swift. Taylor Swift released her album, and I was there for it. The day that she released her album, I was so anxious. I was like, I'm terrible. Why am I doing it? I should just die. It's like, that's how my thought process worked. Just like Jake Peralta in the prison.
I'm not afraid to be alone with my thoughts. My thoughts are awesome. Die Hard 6 on a cruise ship, pizza bagel restaurant, my father never loved me, I'm gonna die alone. Oh boy, that happened fast. Guard!
My sleep cycle got worse. That's it. Then I made December's, and there's not much. And just because I can't sleep and I started reading my bullet journal, I'm making this video. If I look back at the year, overall, it was a nice year. I mean, bad things happened, nice things happened. It was great. I have every single month of my year here. So that was a little bit of oversharing. There were some advices. Please don't be like me. Please don't do stupid things. Please don't procrastinate. Even if you'll end up doing that, whatever, just have a nice year ahead.